Hikari awoke to a knock on her door. The light rap was very familiar, probably her brother trying to tell her that she had slept in for too long. She pushed aside the covers gingerly. The most peculiar dream had disturbed her sleep. She had been in a swamp, killing fungus creatures and arguing with hags, but it had felt so real. Standing up, she stretched, feeling the chill in the air. The cold floor beneath her forced shivers up her bare feet and into her spine. Hugging herself, she walked over to her dresser. The outfit she had chosen last night was waiting for her, and she eagerly began to dress. Today was important, and being late wouldn't be acceptable. The winter dress she had chosen was supposed to stand out in a crowd, but not be too overbearing. Picking up a comb, Hikari went to work on her hair, and then with a bit of ribbon and a few pins, she strung it up. Picking up a hand mirror, she checked to make sure that the ginger locks were suspended appropriately. Satisfied, she smiled and gently placed the mirror back onto the dresser. It was going to be a busy day. Fëanor wasn't having much luck convincing Twila of the best way to smoke jerky. He had lived in the woods all his life, far from sophisticated civilization, so he had many years of experience. But Twila didn't seem impressed. In many regards, she seemed angry at his help, especially because it meant that she had been doing things wrong for years. Hikari stirred awake. Twila sighed with some relief, both eager to leave and avoid the current conversation she was having. As Hikari got out of bed and the three began to eat breakfast, Twila told them about the path ahead. Over the past 3 days, the Obsidian Hedron had been nudging Fëanor in a direction, hopefully the way to the portal Auntie Isra had mentioned. Hikari carefully held a firm grip on the hourglass as they discussed the day ahead. She had started to hate sleeping, because in the middle of the night she would always lose her grip on the magical device, and the two creatures inside would suffer as she rested. Traversing the swamp, Hikari and Fëanor came across a pyramid-shaped building, and upon entering they were jumped upon by part snake people. With little trouble, the small party defeated the collection of Yuan-Ti soldiers. During the fight, Twila's eye cover was destroyed, revealing that her eyes had been burned out, leaving only scarred sockets. Feeling drawn upwards by the Hedron, they went to the next story above. They came upon a smaller pyramid, which had space on top of it for the Obsidian Hedron. Flanking the room were 2 identical statues of a humanoid with bird qualities, with blood at his feet. Suddenly, 2 snake people emerged from behind the statues, fully formed abominations. Hikari released a water elemental using a magical object taken from Auntie Isra's lair, and took down one of the monstrosities. Unfortunately, Twila was overcome by the other's beguiling magic, and began to attack Fëanor, sticking him with poison-tipped arrows. Attempting to subdue her, Fëanor turned once again into an enormous octopus. Using his superior might, he grappled Twila. In a rippling fury, Twila's headscarf ripped apart as her nest of snake hair lashed out, stinging Fëanor's form. Working together, Hikari and Fëanor managed to kill the remaining abomination and knock Twila unconscious. Uncertain of what would happen when they placed the Obsidian Hedron into the smaller pyramid, they decided to put Twila into Hikari's portable hole, a magical device that acts as a gateway to a small pocket dimension. As they inserted the Hedron, black lightning struck out and their vision went dark. One by one their senses disappeared until they were falling through a void of nothingness.